I'm Kai Chen, who is studying PhD in experimental music and digital media. Today, I'm going to discuss about the topic Understanding Centricity as Coherence and Comprehensibility by Elliot Carter's Catenaires. Elliot Carter is an American composer, and the piece Catenaires was composed in his late period in 2006. He was influenced by Stravinsky, Aaron Copland, Paul Hindemith, etc., and there are composers who has used complex meters and rhythm in their pieces. Catenaires was observed to manipulate polyrhythm through the accents and staccatos on notes to give a hierarchical layering, foreground and background. This rhythm helps with the expression of centricity, and it will be explained further. The piece has a very consistent use of certain pitches that act as a gravitational force that hold the musical structure and growth together. Symmetry and coherent logic were implemented, which help us to understand how the piece was constructed from a centricity perspective. The reiteration of the same pitch material enhances the coherence and lead to aesthetically pleasing experience because listeners might be able to find it more easily to comprehend due to the logical writing. The piece does not have any long notes holding against other notes, and the notes were mostly arranged in pointillistic, scalic, arpeggiated, or linear motion. Therefore, the centricity tends to lean on horizontal lines rather than vertical lines. Among all the vertical lines, juxtaposition in texture occur in foreground and background, and the differences in layering are often manifested by articulation such as accents or staccato. The differences in color were highlighted not only with the juxtaposed horizontal lines, but also the transposition from different similar pitch materials in a structured framework, which made it highly sophisticated work. Catenaires starts the piece with pitch class 0145679, and it is the thematic materials for this entire piece, as all different fragments developed in the piece come from the pitch class. Repeated melodic motifs were widely used, and the first one started from measure 2, where 1 and 4 were reiterated, repeated, and highlighted. 1 and 4 are the first and last notes of the normal form, which is 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 1. So it repeated like a trill-like motion and highlights the pitch material. And it was written for the purpose to attract attention. The same pitch class 0145679 was used for the first two systems until the third system. The circled notes in the third system does not contain any notes from the beginning normal form in measure 1, however in prime form, which is 01457, which appears to be very similar to the opening prime form 0145679. 0145679 has a forte number of 7Z18, and its Z-mate is 0124578, which has a forte number of 7Z38. Since they are Z related to each other, they have the same interval class factor, which is 434442. Because of the same IC factor, the sounds of these two sets of notes are quite similar, and it caused the piece to be more coherent when Elliot Carter used both of the sets together. In measure 4, two lines occur in the foreground and background, with two sets of pitch materials, and they are differentiated by accented and non-accented notes. The accented notes are in the foreground, and it consists of 689 E01, while the background continues to develop and use the pitch material 0145679. In measure 10, It also introduced a two-pitch class with same IC factor, 8, 9, 10, 1, 3, 4, or in prime form it is 0, 1, 2, 5, 7, 8. The circled notes in measure 10 to 13 forms another set as they are excluded from 8, 9, 10, 1, 3, 4. The circled notes are E2, 5, 6, 7, and its prime form is similar to 0, 1, 2, 5, 7, 8. 4 trichords were widely used in the piece, and their Forte number is 3-4, 3-5, 3-8, 3-9. And they all come from 0157. Since 0157 are the common tones for the two sets that I introduced, which is 014, 5, 6, 7, 9, and 012, 4, 5, 7, 8. After introducing the two sets from measure 1 to 12, measure 13 uses a common tone, 0157, and its trichords. As highlighted, the trichords 012, 016, 026, and 027 are all included in the development of the phrase. The piece has used a lot of symmetrical trichord because of their intervallic content. 469 is symmetrical to 146 in measure 5 to 6, and they're all O25. The similar symmetrical set of O25 also happens in measure 3 to 5, and their normal form is 146 in E14. The following table shows a symmetrical set. Maybe it's good to take some time and have a look at it. It is noted that a lot of the symmetrical sets are from 0157, which is the common tones for the Z-related pair. The accented notes were highlighted with special tone color and pitch classes, that is 015, 016, 026, and 027, which is the subset of 0157. For example, the accented notes in measure 16 to 19 consist of 891, which has a prime form of 015, 469, which is a prime form of 025, 461, which is a prime form of 025 as well, 268, which is a prime form of 026. The accented notes in measure 19 to 20 and the background unaccented notes are also 268. The accented notes also have symmetrical pair. For example, T04 and 0T6 happens in measure 25 to 27, and they are all 026. The other examples are in the following table. In measure 34, you can see that there's 012457 appears again, and it is all highlighted with the accented notes in the foreground. Through the piece, the sets reappear over and over again. For example, 8, 9, 10, 034, which is a prime form of 012478, appears in measure 70, while 3, 5, 7, 8, 11, which is a prime form of 02458, appears in measure 71. The two Z-related pitch material contrast with each other notes. With each other, not only with the choice of note, but also the distinct colors that was caused by a huge dynamic difference in measure 70 to 71 from PP to Forte. Measure 70 to 71 does not show all the notes from the set, and the pitch material reappear in measure 72 to 73 with a complete set in measure 76 as E023567, which is a prime form of 0124578. It is obvious to observe that measure 77 to 79 uses the same pitch materials but with different permutation. For example, measure 77, 78, 79 uses 01257, 012457, and 012578 respectively. In addition, in measure 72 to 73 uses 014569, which is the beginning set that we introduced just now. Therefore, the above inference shows that the composer has always wanted to express the centricity of these sets by emphasizing it with the pitch development. It's like unfolding the pitch material gradually. Polyrhythm has been widely used in the piece through the accents or other articulations. The polyrhythm highlights the horizontal line and creates intensity through the 3+4+2 or another kind of polyrhythm. For example, in measure 172 to 175 uses pattern of 4+3+2+1 +5+2+3+4+2+5+1. When shortening each group by one note from the beginning 4 to 1, 4+3+2+1, it builds up an motivation or tension. In other words, the 1+5+2 and 2+5+1 forms symmetry into polyrhythm and gives a sense of centricity. On top of the usage of pitches, the normal form 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10, which is the prime form of 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, the polyrhythm manifests the hierarchical layering and the accents of the piece, of the pitch materials, through the polyrhythm. Apart from the rhythm, the melodic lines were formed from different trichords that are arranged in symmetry. For example, in measure 3 to 6, it has 014, 025, and then 025 in the middle. And it goes back to 025 and 014. And in measure 13 to 15, it has 015, 016, 027. And then it refers back 027, 016, 015. The grouping are symmetrical in shape, therefore it proves that the symmetrical structure expanded from the sharp motivic materials to the structure of the phrase and the structure of the rhythm. The growing from microscopic perspective to macroscopic views is very neat and well written. Apart from the major two sets that we discussed, the C-related sets, the pieces adopt a lot of 1-2, not only in the context of chromatic scale. For example, 8, 9, 10, 11 were used in measure 145 to 146, and they're used in different registers as a pointillistic element. In measure 147, it has 0, 1, 2, 3, and the accented notes as well. These characteristics gives another color to the piece, and it can also act as an extension of pitch material from 01 to 4, 5, 7, 8. Hope the presentation helps performers or audiences to comprehend how the centricity of the music was manipulated from microscopic to macroscopic views, and to understand the writing style of Elliot in relation to centricity. Thank you so much.